impatient, but I ain't
shit, bro. I ain't never seen anything like it.
He want
man.
us to be on time. He want us to be organized together. I recognize that, but that also, from your perspective, right, they will come off as impatience. I'm here to tell you, he already, that's him all the time.
Let me just start the show. I'm just going to.
But yes,
okay. You can. Good morning. Good afternoon. This is the Experts About Nothing podcast. I'm your host Wesley, and we are back.
Unfucking fortunately, this nigga impatient. I ain't got time for it today. Like I ain't never. Why you got game on your what the fuck is it doing back? That's just random as fuck. Did she leave it?
She washed her clothes today. I gotta wash clothes.
She washed her clothes today,
and I had to get game, so I got game to wash clothes.
Did she wash your clothes today?
No, because I have to wash clothes. I'm washing.
So
clothes.
There is a she because you didn't say there's no she. So did she wash your clothes today?
No. Anybody wash my clothes? I wash my own clothes.
So she's lazy.
Well, you missed the point. He said you ain't denying the sheet. You just keep going. Ain't nobody washing them. That's immaterial. Wes. The man said you didn't say. Oh, okay. That we had to lead you to that. I don't. But listen, Durante, I got you better spin than that. When you the cleaner, you ain't got to worry about it. That's why you got the game back. You better be glad he didn't come out here like Mr. Clean. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I'm here for it. I support Wes. Kinda.
That's okay. Wonderful. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta get the chat up.
Okay, cool.
No, I mean I'll tell the story. Unless you want to just wait.
What's the story?
So, all right, I was driving through where I was at, but going over that borderline to Indiana, there's like fields. And it was okay, so it's red dots because I was at Fort Wayne also. So it's red dots just in the sky. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I thought it was it for me. I'm just driving, and it's a bunch of red dots and just blinking. Just blinking. I said, yep. It's the start of the Civil Rights movie, Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman looking for my body the rest of the movie. But come to find out it's turbines. I didn't know that, but it caught me off guard where the fuck I was at.
Okay, hold on, Durante. When you first set this up, I thought maybe they might have been like TV towers or radio towers because you just said red lights, and I was like, well, technically, red lights always be kind of in the sky, and if you don't know they towers, you might think. So I was going to ask some follow-up questions
because I didn't see anything. Like how close they were to the side of the road. You can't see much. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck are these, bro? That's it. I'm calling people like, hey, tell my mom I love
her. Could you hear them from inside the vehicle? Could you? Because I mean, normally they make a little.
Ooh. So when I figured it out, like I pulled over. Like I was like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna look. I pulled over. And then I started looking it up. Like, what are these red dots in this area down there? Oh, turbines. All right, cool.
Durante, I love you very deeply and dearly.
I was so caught off guard.
Durante, if that last part of the story, hold on. If that last part of the story is correct, I love you very dearly. You are a great friend. I must say, this is the whitest thing you've done. I ain't stopped. If the red light, hey, aliens got to catch me. Whatever's in the sky got to catch.
All right. I let you. I get what you're saying because I did say I pulled over. After a little distance, I look back. I'm like, all right, I got distance. So if I see him in the rear view, keep going.
Fair enough.
So I was like, oh, it's turbine. Because then when I came back that way, I'm like, oh, okay. When a person never been out that far in the country, you don't know what the fuck. Somebody like, I forgot what I said. It was like, that's common sense. I'm like, no, that's not common sense. It is late at night. You got just red dots all around you. These was looking for me.
Brand, it makes it worse. It was late at night and he stopped.
He said he got past. He got past them.
He threw that part in there, yeah. But
yeah, I got past it.
It's Durante. Listen to the inflection in his voice.
We be trying to listen to you and understand where the fuck you went wrong. Don't try to come at me like I'm the one. Don't do that. I will tell on myself if I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Okay, I should have kept going, but I was so intrigued.
No, that's all I'm saying. Just
I don't like you no more.
Now, Durante, I would have also been curious, and I mean, assuming the place that was illuminated, say for example, it was a gas station, and you looked around and you was like, okay,
which he didn't stop at.
Oh, okay. Well, Durante, where did you? Okay, when you got to a lit area, was it still the side of the road?
Well, he never said he went to a lit area. You adding this part in there.
He said that. He did say
I did
that.
say lit area. See, open your big ass ears. You got big ass ears for no fucking. Oh, you gonna piss me off.
What lit area?
Rest stop.
Mm.
It was conveniently right there.
Uh-huh.
It was conveniently right there, and I pulled off. It wasn't lit. It was like a little like I don't even know how to explain. It's like a pull off that had like a building right there, couple lights. So I was like, all right, I got time. Oh, okay. They got turbines in this area. All right, keep it going. That's it.
Man, you gotta remember, if they got turbines in the area, ain't nothing there. That's the reason why it's turbines there.
I mean, I ain't gonna say that because I've seen turbines in Ciba in Puerto Rico, and Ciba is a big port, and you can take that to go to Culebra. And so, like, I've seen turbines at a distance.
You in tropical places. He in the land of corn.
I mean, I get that.
Stupid, bro. He said, "You in the land of corn."
Hey, Durante though.
It was like, I'm sorry, I'm playing.
hey, be real though, Durante. You know, in between we was talking about the back roads, and as a person that's been up there where you at a little bit, it don't be nothing but fields between civilization. It just be flat fields.
It's just flat. It wasn't a 2-lane. It wasn't a 2-lane road. It was a multi-lane road. So I knew it was a busy road. So I was like, all right. So I said, okay, I'm gonna pull off right here. It just caught me off guard. When a person does not see that normally, you're kind of like, yo, what the fuck is going on over there? And why is nobody stopping and looking to y'all? You know what? I'm gone. There's so many questions I had. All right. I was a little high. I'm playing. I don't even smoke.
The story is just devolving, and I don't even know what. Anyway, y'all, what's up? Thanks for everybody. Excuse me, I can't even talk. Durante got me all messed up.
Because you be lying on me. That's why you can't talk. I'm good, y'all. Y'all stay safe. This being the Express About None podcast. I don't even feel like doing this shit tonight.
I be dissecting what you be saying. It's a difference.
You dissect a lot, and then you don't dissect what we tell you. You dissect that's your problem. You pick up what you want to pick up. Then when we give you logic shit, for some reason your brain gets stuck in I don't want to believe it. And we come with facts. This type of shit, you like, oh yeah, I'm gonna believe it. Like, I could have made that story up and your ass believe it.
Yeah. But you didn't.
No, Durante, there's a problem.
Fuck you, Brent.
No, listen. Here's the problem. I'm gonna help you. Here's the problem. You told the story, and that was fine. But the problem was, and this is how he knew it was mostly true. You admitted that you did something that, in retrospect, like after you go back and run the tape, you're like, you know what? I was curious, but maybe that wasn't the safest thing to do right then immediately, like, you know, like in your brain. And because you admitted the human part of it, Wesley knew that the story was real. Like if you had said, Durante, say you had told him the story originally, it's like, yeah, man, I got onto the gas station. I'm still just thinking about the red lights. So then I went back and looked at. He might not have believed it, but the fact that you said, hey, man, I pulled up, I went to see, you know, what was them lights? Okay, that's a real reaction. But that was the problem. That's what Wes knew he had you. He was like, okay, that's a human thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, so that's how he know the story mostly true. I'm just, Wes, am I wrong? Was that not a context clue for you?
Man, don't give him fuel to say, yeah, you right. Motherfucker won't thinking about that.
No, I was just listening to Durante tell a story. Durante inflects his voice different ways when he be lying. But that's neither here nor there.
I mean, wait a minute. What is you? That's a human lie detector? Like this man is like, I didn't break apart the statements he gave me. I listened for the inflection in his voice.
Wesley, what have I lied about?
I don't know, man. You gotta tell me. Yeah.
How you gonna sit here and say that? No, shut the fuck up. How you gonna sit here and say that? Yeah, you flex your voice a certain way, but then say, I don't know, you got to tell me.
I don't know. You gotta tell me, man. I ain't trying to put your business out there. That messed you up in other ways. Anyway, hey, Brent, man, how you living?
Well, ho, 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 and a Merry Christmas to you all. We hope that wherever you are, however you're listening to us, watching us, we hope that you are enjoying this wonderful holiday season. And so tonight you have Wesley, you have Brenta Claus, and you have Durante. Byron is still on assignment, but I will say that I did talk to Byron in the last week. He is doing well. Just got a lot of things going on, but my brother as well. So for those of you that are worried about him, my man said he's well. He said he appreciate the love. I told him my people was looking out for him. I know probably some of y'all in the chat have been looking out, so I did want to let my man know he was concerned, but he said he's doing good, and we might see him in the near future. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, Brent went to the island. You know, Brent took a look. Brent took a little flight check on the man. You know, he's still vacationing, living in lodge, and all that good stuff. He did comment on the last video that we posted, so the big dog is around. And Durante already said he is doing well. So,
yo. Hey, Merry Christmas, nickel. Merry Christmas, nickel.
Hey, and the aliens and the Russians and anything else that might have been out there that could have been the red lights, they didn't get my man. So we glad for that. Because Durante, I can't have beef with aliens because I ain't got nothing to fight them. And if they take you, now I got beef, but I ain't got nothing to fight them with.
Yeah, shit. Same. That's it for me. Hey, y'all be safe.
Yeah, we won't. Anywho,
but hold on, Brent. Thank you for caring. That's all I see. This is what I'm saying, y'all. Brent cares. Wes just wanted to laugh and not give a fuck. It's something going on with him. I'm telling you, Wes don't give a shit about. What am I caring about? My well-being.
You here?
Well, there's a reality that exists where they want turbines, and maybe he ain't here.
Them aliens ain't coming here, man. We a broken, busted planet. We ain't got nothing they want. They ain't coming here. Don't worry about that. Ain't no aliens coming here.
Hold on, well, Wes.
You are not broke.
Well, Wes,
I ain't got nothing they want. Shoot. Our better don't mean nothing to them.
Wait, hold on, Wes. What better group or species of things to come after than people that don't even care about their own selves? He said, they said, look, ain't nobody looking for these people.
Right. There ain't no value in nothing that we
no, but that's the thing. Wes, I'm gonna use human. I know it's hard because we can't compare aliens to humans, but let's just go with it for a moment. Humans experiment on each other. We the same species. You mean to tell me that the other people like, hey man, these broke down cats over here blowing up nuclear weapons and testing them in their own atmosphere, doing all this stuff to themselves, like, just like not even fighting each other. That's one thing, but like just testing the stuff. They just stupid, right? This whole cell.
You know, you and I, we like Mass Effect, and they can see that we have not advanced far.
Did you bring gameplay into this?
Yes,
he did, but Wes,
I'm making a point to him.
I'm gonna make one more point. I'm gonna make one more point. They was watching because that's how they knew the Solarians was. Hold on, that's how they knew the Solarians was eating bug. But no, they was out there helping the Asari. The Asari was just some, pardon my expression, they were just some niggas and didn't help nobody. They wanted to hoard the secret.
Yes.
Then when the Reapers kicked the door in like SWAT, they was like, oh, about that.
Yes. I'm just saying we ain't about that. No, we ain't nothing but a bunch of carbon. They don't want nothing to do with us. They don't want nothing to do with us.
Hey, who knows? It's the end of the cycle. We about to get harvested. You didn't know, Wes.
Once again, we ain't advanced far enough. Ain't nobody want to do with us. Okay, we didn't regress for as far as instead of progressing, we regressing. So that's a whole nother.
Yikes!
Right, I ain't mad at him.
I ain't mad at it though, but yikes.
When Wes on to something, I'll agree. I'll agree when he on to something.
Okay. All right. Let's get into this NFL real quick. The first game Durante wants to talk about is the first game we're gonna talk about. So the Rams lost by 1 point to the Seahawks in overtime. In interesting circumstances. Durante, what you say? What you want to talk about?
I was saying, I just really wanted to shout out Puka. Thank you for the 46 points, man. You helped me win a league because I was bad in a lot of these leagues. My
What's wrong, Durante?
Am I good? Okay. No.
You good. You know what happened? You had that preview to that Jake Paul thing. That was the first time he fell down. But continue. We'll get to that later. Continue.
Jake Paul. I'm just saying, shout out Puka. No, that was, bro, right there. It's those type of games that you just stay up for. I had to wake up early that morning. I said, you know what? I gotta watch this game, dog. Not even because I had Puka on my roster, but it really was a good game. Those two teams are definitely going to be teams to beat. I'm not saying they're going to be in the Super Bowl. I don't want nobody to say that shit. I'm just saying they're going to be teams to beat. All right. Another team too that has been low key all season, and I told told somebody I'd give them props on this podcast. The 49ers. I will give props when it's due. Y'all done had 19 injuries, and that's just on the defensive line. We ain't even talk about the whole team. And y'all still got a playoff berth. So y'all got my props.
Durante talks about that. He's talking about the 49ers beating the Colts by 48-27, which was the final game to play yesterday.
Yeah. But yeah, Rams and Seahawks was definitely a good game. A lot of people were trying to give Darnold. Now I'm people, because at one point I was like, I don't know if Darnold can handle fourth quarter pressure. This man handled OT pressure. So, but it's a different ball game when you're in the playoffs. I just want to say that it is a different ball game when you're in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I want to say. But is he doing good? Yes. I'm giving that man props, because JSN didn't even have that best of a game until that quarter. So
those are his props.
Well, and I'll say this about the game, and then we could hit the next one, Wes, if you want. I'm with Durante. I think it was an instant classic, right? Like, I was watching the game, but when the game, like at halftime, I was like, I said, but I'll stick around because maybe, right? And like, you think about it, the interesting piece to me was Sam Darnold had the turnovers, which obviously benefited the Rams early in the game, but the Rams couldn't buy a stop when they needed to stop. And the more fascinating piece to me would have been if Sam Darnold played a clean game. What does that scoreboard look like?
What does that look like? Yes.
I mean, and
if that tight end, my fault. I didn't mean because y'all thought about the tight end. Tight end, he dropped 2 passes for Matt Stafford. What does that look like if he catches those? He dropped 2 crucial passes.
No, and boy, Stafford was out there slinging that rock. That man almost had 500 yards. That's crazy work.
I don't know what's going to. You jumping in, Wes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, I'm just making sure. My question to y'all is Matt Stafford. If Matt Stafford makes it, let's just do hypothetical, because I'm, Wes don't think I'm a realist and I don't appreciate the quarterbacks, because I've always appreciated Matt Stafford. But anyway, he make it to a Super Bowl. Unbiased fan. Do we give him Hall of Fame? Is that just like, hey, Hall of Fame? And low key, is he better than some of these Hall of Fame quarterbacks? Somebody said he's better than Drew Brees.
I'm gonna go on a limb right here and say
I'm here for that.
Without a second Super Bowl appearance, he's Hall of Fame. Now I don't know if he first ballot, but I think he definitely Hall of Fame.
Yeah, for sure. I'll take that. I will take that. Everybody's like, he had Calvin Johnson, still had to get him the ball. I know a lot of quarterbacks that had a good receivers and can't give him the ball.
Right. So, well, and I mean, and that's a pair, right? Like Calvin Johnson, is he Hall of Fame? All right. So that's a question, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who was force feeding him the ball? I'm just saying, like, so I mean, you can't take that. And then he leaves Detroit, goes to LA that first year. What they do? Go to a Super Bowl, he wins. If he manages to win MVP this year, to me, I don't see how you could be like, oh, nah, this man don't get a gold jacket. That's crazy work if you think that. Yeah, I mean, now whether he's first ballot or not, that's a different conversation, and maybe you have to get into who else is at the running, because you only get so many folks nominated at a particular time. Yeah. But I mean, to me, I mean, right now, without another Super Bowl run, right now, his Hall of Fame career, and I think he get the MVP. I think it solidifies it for him.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take that, because
Wes, what you got? Wes, I seen a facial inflection.
Oh, I already told you. I think he's gonna be the MVP, and yes, I think he's gonna make it to the Hall of Fame. And it's not required for the Super Bowl for him to make it to the Hall of Fame. Another Super Bowl.
Yeah, I got that.
No, I'm just throwing it like, is it solidified at that point? Because some people will argue, well, he's had this his whole career.
Who they gonna put? Who they putting ahead of?
Huh?
When his class comes up, who they putting ahead of him?
I don't know who the fuck gonna be in his class, Wes. We don't know that.
I mean, okay.
At this point, Phillip Rivers gonna be in his fucking class. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, Phillip Rivers gonna be in his class. Like, damn.
Maybe.
Now, keep it a stack though. Like, Phillip, now he has to wait. What, after this season? Now he has to wait another I think Caesar too, or something like that,
5 years
to get back in. So he might be in
Phillip Rivers class. Is when that insurance run out. When that insurance run out, then you can get in the Hall of Fame.
God damn, bro.
So he reset himself.
I gotta give Phillip his props too, because I don't know who I forgot who was commentating last night, but said it was like, could you almost throw him out there now after him coming back? Because a lot of people in the league, you hear it, give him respect. It's like, hey, you and Brady, y'all the ones that really came out here and said, fuck that old age, I'm gonna throw this ball. Mind you, he didn't play a bad game last night. Just I don't know what the fuck Stefanski was doing, but that's another story for another day.
All right, well, we already talked about it. Go ahead. I mean, we already talked about the score, so go ahead.
Oh yeah, all right. Now I don't know what the fuck Stefanski was doing, but they pulling a us. We forget that Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. This man had was not Hall of Fame, but having a hell of a season, and then all of a sudden he just disappeared. Like he had a couple touches, but he's not the same person.
Well,
so
they've been stuffing him up a little bit, I guess, because I guess they said, well, you ain't got no quarterback, so I mean, no offense, Phillip Rivers, you know what I'm saying? They were saying, you ain't the quarterback, so we just kind of coming for you. You know what
I know. It's a few quarterbacks Phillip Rivers is better than, but anyway, few quarterbacks teams around that I can think of that
Well, it's a lot of teams on their third string quarterbacks right now, but that's not the end of it.
Yeah, well, Phillip Rivers ain't really a third string quarterback, for some teams. I'm just throwing some teams.
I know. I'm just saying, there's a lot of teams on their third string quarterback that he's better than, but that's not the end of it.
He's better than some of the starters that was on some teams. I ain't calling no names.
I mean, you probably should. I would.
You said, what'd you just say to me?
I said you probably should. I wouldn't.
Oh no, go ahead. You got it, big dog.
I just Brand was about to say something. I ain't about to say nothing.
All right, motherfucker.
Well, to Durante's point, now, Wes, I see what you're saying. They were stuffing them. But when you look at a team like the San Francisco 49ers, where their second level is depleted, right? So there's no, I mean, they had the ghost of Christmas past that they're playing linebacker. Now I get it, Wes. Up front, they were solid, so that helped shore up some things. But also, I feel like if the Colts had a schemed better during the week, they could have taken advantage of some things that they did not, because it wasn't like he couldn't get traction, but the problem was it was the way they utilized him. And then he would come out of the game for extended stretches. So, sometimes as a running back, you're trying to get a feel for the game, you're trying to build up a rhythm. He had, just so we know, he had 16 carries, right? But if you go back and look at the previous 3 weeks, 25, 21, 21. So he had less carries. Now, Wes, I know to your point, were they stopping it? Yes. But it was also the way they were running it. They were running a lot of outside stuff. So that's easy to short because the line shifts down. Your linebackers have time to. But if you start attacking, if you block it up right up front and open a little hole, now you're asking linebackers who don't normally start but are starting because of injuries, right, to make quick snap decisions on one of the leading backs in the NFL. I think that moves the leverages in your favor. Now, to Wes's point, they figured they would key on him because obviously, no offense to Phillip Rivers, but Phillip Rivers hadn't played, prior to the week before. He hadn't played in like 4+ years, right? So they were leveraging, okay, can we stop him and then just make Phillip have to win the game because we think that we could probably, take care of that. And I guess they succeeded in that. I mean, but Phillip played a great game, I thought, all things considered. I mean, he stood in there, he took some hits, delivered some passes. I mean, again, the man been away from football for a very long time. He's been coaching his sons and stuff, and obviously raising all them kids he got. Shout out to him and his family. And hey, that ain't no slight. Hey, that man married. He do what he want to do. That's grown man business. He got that money. He got that paper. Do what you got to do, boss. But listen, I just say, like, to me, it shows the level of heart that Phillip Rivers has. But I mean, Wes, I see what you're saying. I just feel like offensively, you say, okay, if you are our best weapon, we have to find ways to get you going. And to me, my takeaway watching the game, and I watched all but maybe the first quarter. I just didn't feel like they scripted anything. Like I seen they tried some looks, but I didn't feel like they had any new wrinkles. When they came out from halftime, they still didn't really have any new wrinkles.
I mean, when you look at their season, it's not like it's a vast difference in the number of attempts. Sometimes, some nights he has a lot of attempts, but if you look at the season, I mean, right in there with the average of what they've been feeding him, except for the games where he's been eating. and then they feed him more. But a lot of the games, it's right around that number. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I don't know. I mean,
mean,
like I said, it's just their defense really is what let them down. They scored a decent enough amount of points to where they could have won the game if the defense didn't fold up and Brock Purdy eat them alive.
well,
And Christian McCaffrey, obviously, but Purdy was out there getting them touchdowns.
Well, I think the other thing is they struggle with motion. The one thing that, if Kyle Shanahan don't do nothing right, he moved people around enough to make you kind of get confused defensively, right? So some of it is that. Now I get you, Wes. The defense was poor. They were almost as bad as Dallas Cowboys. Not quite, but almost.
Yeah, we don't get there in just a second.
Well, we don't need to talk about them. Grand opening, grand closing. I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll get there. We gotta get through Saturday first, and then we're gonna get.
Okay, well that's all. I mean, but yeah, no, I just think that they could. Now I see what you said, Wes. I mean, I see that he is in the teens on some of those games, but it's interesting, with the exception of like 2 to 3 games. So like you think about it, that's like the 17 game season. You're talking like I don't know, like a little less than a fourth of the season. He's not really like when he's less than, let's say, 20 carries, with the exception of a few flashes in the pan, he's really not that effective. And normally those are the games that they do lose.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I'm just saying, you look at the numbers. I mean, a good portion, like you said, of their season are those numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I got that. And here's the other piece that hurts them. This is not to knock Daniel Jones. I'm not trying to hurt a man while he's down. Daniel Jones works best when Daniel Jones is the second or third option on the team. Like a good run game allows Daniel Jones to do some stuff with the play action and stuff like if he.
Oh my God! Go ahead, keep going.
I was just gonna say like that. So like to me, your offense was already geared to be ran through Taylor. Now I get sometimes you're going to run into something where they scheme for the guy, right? So now you got to lean on option 2, option 3. But to me, I get that Phillip isn't as mobile as Daniel Jones. I recognize that. Fair enough. I get that Daniel Jones has played, obviously, this season, last season, so on. I got that. But to me, you couldn't really play it game. You couldn't scheme it any different because had you had your starting quarterback, no one, no offense to Daniel Jones, no one trying to see Daniel Jones drop back 40 times in a game. Let's just be honest.
No, that's not.
Nobody wanted to see Jacoby Brissett drop back 50 plus times, but we did.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
Again, this is crazy that it's Christmas, so I'm giving gifts. I never talked bad about Brock Purdy. I just said he's got to show more, and this is the year that people shut me up. He's showing me more because he's been quietly balling out. Him and Matt Jones. Even when he was injured, Matt Jones was balling out. And I'm like, San Francisco gonna scare some people, scare the shit out of some people in the playoffs. I mean, badly. So, yeah, seriously, tell me they're not.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Durante.
I'm here for it. Go ahead.
You think a fully healthy Rams team, you think that the 49ers beat them? Mind you, let's also remember
a fully healthy Rams team and a fully healthy 49ers team.
Well, I ain't give you a fully healthy because Fred Warner ain't coming back this season, so I can't give you a fully. And there's no shots at Fred. I'm just saying, like,
I get it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but like, if Devontae comes back. Puka's still out there, okay? So the 2 biggest outside threats that Stafford got is out there, right? They out there. All right, 49ers going to do what they do with what they got on the field. Also, let's remember, too, George Kittle was banged up at the tail end of that game, so we don't know what his status looks like.
17 yards, bro. He was pissing me off in one of my fantasies. I said, this motherfucker here, bro. Keep going.
But do you think, and this is a question for both of you, do you think that the Rams, if Devontae come back and it's mostly himself by the time we get to the playoffs, do you think that the 49ers could convincingly beat them?
No.
You don't think so?
And that's
okay. I just want to make sure because I can't because if you look at
I'm just saying same thing with the Seahawks.
How they're built.
Mm-hmm.
And what quarterback I'm choosing over each other? I mean, Brock did get you down, down all the way. But I mean, Stafford been there before too and won it. So I'm gonna go with the quarterback that got the most. Let's put it this way: Stafford bring that ball down a little bit lower. We be talking about them instead of us last year, and that's coming from a Eagles fan. Just saying, against the Rams, he bring that ball a little bit lower. We be talking about them because that boy was going down the field. I said, "This is some Stafford shit. It's gonna piss me off." Just saying. So Stafford can do this, can do the damn thing. That team and McVay is a great coach. I do not hate on McVay. I don't see 49ers doing it. That's why I'm saying like they're still going to give some people a scare because of how they're playing, period. Like you still got to think about CMC running, and you still got to think about him out of the backfield. Then you got to think about Kittle. Then you got to think about Purdy coming out of the pocket and making a good throw too, if he can. But you also, on the other hand, have a depleted defense. And against the Rams, this is going to be shaky. But then people say, well, that's unfair. I mean, Devontae, but I'm like, you can't bring back Fred Warner. You just can't. So, yeah, if Devontae come back from his injury that he can come back from, that's only fair to say. Yeah, I can hear somebody saying that now, like, well, you're saying a full team, we beat them if we're healthy.
All right, well, wait till they see each other. Yeah. They see each other, then whatever's there is there.
Sorry, sir. I apologize.
These people just wow. Anywho, moving right along.
I apologize for speaking. My bad.
There's nothing to do with you speaking. I'm just saying people are special that I want to argue with you about. Well, why are you trying to say he's gonna be back? Because he can be, but the other person's show can't be. It's just logical. What you talking about?
It's logical. I can't give you something that ain't there. But exactly. If Devontae can come back, I mean, what you gonna do?
And say right? Because we come back. They still gonna
we should have lost, but shout out Jordan Davis. Again, this would be being real about it because the Rams team. I mean, I see people like, yeah. I mean, our fans like, yeah, we beat Rams already. I'm like, I'm just saying, yo, it was a scary day if they didn't get their hands up. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and I'll say this, I think the 49ers could surprise some teams, but I feel like this is just my 2 cents on it. Wes will say I'm an NFC East guy, so I'm gonna I'll fall on this one. I think if the Philadelphia offense is actually clicking through 4 quarters, because Durante said they're gonna surprise some teams.
I'm telling you, it's right here in front of y'all. This motherfucker hater, bro. Go.
Wes, you said how did we get to this? Durante said that the 49ers could surprise or scare some teams in the postseason. Mm-hmm. Well, if the postseason started today, it doesn't matter. To start today, when it starts 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. The Philadelphia Eagles won the division. They're going to be in the playoffs. Now, where their final spot is, we do not know. Okay. What I'm saying is Philly's defense is probably good enough to hold them in check. The question that we would have to see is what version of Philadelphia's offense shows up that particular day. So, like, to me, defensively, I think Philly matches up very good with the 49ers. Now, can Kyle Shanahan come up with some stuff to exploit some things? Sure, but Kyle Shanahan had to be on his stuff, and that also would require Kyle Shanahan not to waste the game away in the second half and not run the ball when he should. So that's the other piece, because then you could create turnovers another way, right? You see the Super Bowl, with Atlanta when he was offensive coordinator. But all that being said, or anytime that Kyle Shanahan has led a team to the Super Bowl, that's not him. What I'm saying was defensively they would match up well. The offense is the question mark there. I think a team like the Bears, they meet the 49ers. 49ers got the experience. I think that's a game that, Caleb could get got in. I think that's a trap game for him. You think, okay. I mean, I know they got the same record, right? But they're in a competitive division, all right? And, of course, Seahawks at the top right now. The Rams, obviously, we just talked about them. 49ers also banged up, so you might think that's a team that could fall to them, right? On any given day, you don't know what version of Sam Darnold showing up. If you get second half Sam Darnold, okay, maybe the 49ers in trouble. But if you get first half Sam Darnold, there's a good shot the 49ers could win that game. Again, if Kyle Shanahan don't do something stupid in the back half of the game. So those are 2 teams right there. The Rams, we kind of said, okay, for the most part, we think they're probably safe. Philly, if they offense show up, I think they probably okay. Bears could be a trap game. Seahawks could be a trap game. So, that's what I'm saying. 6 teams. I just told you, obviously – 5, they had 5 potential opponents. 2 of them probably could get got if the conditions are right. All of them could get got if all the conditions are right. But I think it'll be a little bit more of a hurdle for the 49ers to beat the Rams, and for the 49ers to beat the Eagles if Philly's offense is moving down the field. They moving down the field, the 49ers might be in a little trouble. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Speaking of Philly, they beat the Commanders 29-18. Saquon was running all over them boys. And that's what I think that might be what the Eagles needed to see. So we will see how the Eagles how the rest of the Eagles season goes. Durante, you want to talk about this game?
Well, real quick, send Eric Kendricks in there to stop Saquon. Let's see that. No offense to the 49ers. Eric Kendricks, former Viking, former Dallas Cowboy, now current San Francisco 49er.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He can't do nothing with Saquon. Now if that front line don't get him, y'all better buckle up.
Durante.
My fault. I think we played an NFL team this week. So.
All right, here we go again. All right, we're gonna go ahead. All right, the Packers.
Why are you skipping me?
Because you're doing the whole we played the NFL team thing again. We got time to talk about that for 5 minutes.
I'm just, bro. I can't say that.
Not for 5 minutes straight, like you did last week.
I'm not gonna say it for 5 minutes straight. Wesley, can I get my? I'm just saying, like, I don't understand why that's not okay for me to say. See, it's cool when they do it. Thank you, Wes, because you got me in. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when they do it. I sent a reel to Brent. And I know we played them last week, but yes, we blew out the Raiders. And this is why I said that shit so many times. Because what they did for the Cowboys, again, Brent, I'm sorry to throw shots at you. You know how we do. Every other Cowboys fans that I don't fuck with, fuck y'all. Now, Greg, you're not included. But they put the Cowboys on a pedestal when they beat teams like that. Teams that are not doing that well. Oh yeah, look, that's gonna get them over the hump. Look how they flowed. And when the Eagles do it and beat teams that they're supposed to beat, I mean, does this even do anything for them? You know, I mean, this should have been them all season, but you know, the Redskins, they're looking for draft picks now, so it really doesn't matter. The Raiders are looking for draft. It's like y'all can't give nobody credit for just going out there playing an NFL team. Y'all just can't do it. It's hard for y'all to do it when it comes to certain teams. It's hard for people to do it. Wes will sit here and say, it's just about your quarterback. Yes, because if you have to defend your quarterback every time when he does something good, but it's not good enough for the league. If we would have went out there and lost to the Redskins, everybody would have been my fucking phone talking about they're a trash team. Y'all should have won. That just goes to show Jalen ain't good, Saquon ain't good. We wouldn't have heard about it. So it's like pick your poison. Either give us our props and just leave it there, or don't. Like that's why I keep saying. I know you say for 5 minutes because that's what the fuck we're playing in the NFL. Herm Edwards said you play to win the game. We won the game, but nobody gives us credit for winning a game. But we'll be down our throat in everybody's inbox and calling my phone when we lose. I'm just like, dog. Like I never said it's any given Sunday.
You want a hug or something?
No, I'm just saying. Why do I want a hug? I'm just saying.
You sound like you feeling a little bit, man, about the people disrespecting you. I don't know, man. I'm just curious.
Now I can't be passionate about their team. Like
no, Durante, I got you. I it's funny. I thought about this all season long. I do think that Dak Prescott earned all his $60 million this year.
Thanks.
But it's funny because you look at the Dallas Cowboys record, and I recognize the fact that this is not a lot of this is not on Dak because the defense is sorry. And I don't know if it's the personnel or the defensive coordinator or both. I know we got some good pieces, so I'm not saying all of them are sorry, but we got some sorry pieces on that defense. We got some terrible play call and terrible scheme, okay? But all season long, I've heard them put Dak on a pedestal. Now, here's the crazy part to me. These,
Brad, but you I just want to put this out. You've been throwing him up there a little bit too now. Now don't you do that?
Well, you can do that when your quarterback's doing good. Why not?
But Wes. But okay, Wes. But if you watch the game, you can see 9 times out of 10, Dak Prescott's not costing you the game. He's playing about as well.
I'm just
as
saying, you
playing.
like they. I'm like you might put a little weed.
Hold on, though.
Okay.
In other years where Dak has a winning team, but Dak loses a tough game here or there, the same talking heads that's lifting him up. I'll give you an example. Durante, what's old boy that he played in like 2 NFL games? They always have him on ESPN. What's old boy's name?
Orlowski.
Oh yeah, Dan Orlowski. Right. Now y'all remember 3 years ago, Dak's not in the top 10. Dak's not a top 10 quarterback. Like, let's go with it, right? This year, it's a different, you're singing a different song and dance. Mind you, Dak has had, in a lot of ways, better statistical years where he's thrown for more touchdowns and more yards. And in those years, Dan Orlowski couldn't get a man the credit, right? He just couldn't. He wouldn't. Lots of other pundits would not, right? This year, all of a sudden, Dak is on some sort of pedestal. Now, I get it. He on a team with a terrible defense. Fine. Okay, that is what it is. I've also seen Dak have some bad games this year where he didn't play up to snuff. And I'm like, hey, number 4, what? But here's the thing was, I'm talking about the media puts him on a pedestal. Now, I'm not saying, I get it from a statistical standpoint. Durante, this is not shots. This is just a statement.
Talk to me.
I get from a statistical standpoint, Jalen ain't Dak, but you know what Jalen is? On the starting quarterback for a division-winning team and a top 3 seed in the NFCs. Oh, yeah, and they're the defending champs. Now, I like you can't, like, to me, it'd be sideways talking. Durante sent me the clip, and it was diabolical because they was like, oh, well, the Cowboys, they beat and like you said, Wes, they try to sell you this false narrative. The Cowboys beat the Raiders, and so now they're trying to build momentum. That's what they said. They building momentum. I said, and Wes, you and I talked about time. Building momentum for what?
I've been telling y'all all season. Y'all ain't going.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's the double standard. They'll kick Philly down. Defending champs. Oh, yes, right. And they ran the table and won the division. And they're the first repeat division winner since, oh, that's right, the last Philadelphia team to do it in like 2004. I'm just saying, like, but they can't give them nothing. No, you look at, I know Kansas City, some of their stuff is injuries now, right? You look at Kansas City. Kansas City was AFC champ last year. They have been the perennial AFC favorites for about a half a decade, right? They get more love than Philly do sometimes from the national media. It's kind of crazy to me. Now, I'm not saying that is Philly like, okay, did we see them do what the Rams have done this year? No, not quite, but they're still winning. They're still successful. They won their division, and they mess around and get to the playoffs, and all of a sudden, I tell you, you ain't seen much of their playbook. If they actually got some good stuff in there, and they start cracking this stuff out when we get to the postseason, all them teams in trouble. Every single one of them. Because the defense in Philly is that good. Now, can you score on them? Yeah, but you got to be kind of smart. You got to be opportunistic to kind of really get on them, right? And some of it is what is Philly's offense doing? Are they putting the defense in bad positions? If Philly's offense is moving a little bit, you're in trouble because Philly's defense got a little rest. And I don't know how you really combat that. I say that I know the Cowboys beat them in the second half of the season, but I feel like that was a little bit of an anomaly. That was a weird game anyway because Durante and I talked about it. But I digress. I say all that to say there is a double standard that exists at times. I don't know why they pick a particular reason or team each year to try to put down. Philly is apparently the little brother they want to give a knuckle sandwich to this year. I don't understand. I'm not saying that Philly is a world beater, West. I know West has got trepidation because he's like, well, Brad, they're not. I get that, West, but they still are the defending world champs, and they still are going back to the playoffs. They're going to get a shot to defend their crown. It's up to them whether or not they win a game once they get there, but you got to first make the dance, and they're going to make the dance.
This is true.
Go ahead, West. No, go ahead.
I just want to say that I'm not one of them people. I've been consistently down on these quarterbacks and talk about them in different ways throughout the season. Just wanted to point it out there. I'm not there.
I still want to point out the fact. I remember the night I was supposed to get receipts, but my phone died. The night I'm still remembering that me and Byron sat here, looked you dead in the eye. You had the audacity to come at us when we talked about homeboy throwing 4 picks in the playoffs, and then you say, well, it's coaching. He just got a new coach. The coach ain't out there throwing the fucking ball, but you're defending him because it's a new. Okay, got it. All right. I'm just saying.
Your phone died? What?
That's what you get. Hold on. That's what you got from that?
Hey, he said he was getting evidence and his phone died. His phone.
Put a pin in that, Wes. Put a pin in that. Let's get to the second part of the man's statement.
I mean, I don't know. He got to show me. I don't know. I'm sure it was the reason why I said it. I don't know what I said. Who was I talking about?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Who was I talking about?
Justin Hubert.
I was talking about Justin Hubert.
Herbert. Herbert.
Herbert.
Yeah.
It don't matter. They're going home in the first round. It don't matter. They're going home in the first round. Don't worry about it.
So that's what I'm saying. But
well, when was I talking about him?
This was I'm talking about last year.
You ain't there last year? Good luck, Chuck.
Anyway, don't worry. When I send this clip to you, it's gonna ring a fucking bell.
They all recorded, so
it's gonna ring a bell like Jake Paul woke up and said, "I need to stop boxing." Anyway,
well, I mean, apparently he said,
"Well, he got sat down." That's a little different, but I see what you said.
All these episodes recorded, man. That's about all I can tell you.
Oh, I know. Don't you worry about it. I remember that one. Remember this one. All right, bet. And anyway, no, two things. Somebody was like, I forgot who it was. Somebody was trolling on Philly. They was like, we gotta check on Kansas. And dude was like, why? I mean, I know we beat them up last year, but now they gotta move states because they moving in 2030. I was like, come on, yeah. They said now they gotta move. I was like, damn, come on. But second thing, this is another thing I seen on. I can't remember what podcast it was and what player it was that had their own podcast, but they had the audacity to say you can put any quarterback, starting quarterback. Listen to what I said, starting quarterback on the Eagles, and anybody will flourish. So I was like, any starting quarterback, because they said is about the players. There was like AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. I mean, you could throw to him, blah, blah, blah. So I looked, I was like, okay, cool. So we're talking about starting quarterbacks, and then we're also talking about the players. So then when I looked at that around that time, starting quarterbacks, by the way, Joe Burrow injured. So who's the starting quarterback at that point with two good receivers on that team?
Oh, Joe.
I'm just saying.
Depending on when it was happening.
I'm just saying, though, don't take that argument and sit here and say anybody can play. And all you need is two good receivers when Jamar Chase was invisible. Just saying. But then you can put any quarterback on this team. Y'all are upset the fact that Howie is fucking y'all up out here, putting y'all at gunpoint. I need this player. He coming over here. Have a good one. Hate your team. Don't hate us. Hate your team, don't hate us. Because if Jalen didn't throw the ball and he did 4 picks every other game, I'd say yeah, he's not top 10. But because he's given these, you know what I'm saying, AJ Brown, Smith through the draft, Goddard playing having a good season, he's working with what he got. Because as soon as he doesn't, what happened? He throws 4 picks, bench him. Are you fucking kidding me? So when we get to the playoffs, I'm just hoping that we continue this route that we're doing with these teams, these NFL teams that we're playing. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and I'll close it out with this, Wes. We can move to another team or another subject if you want. I'll just say this in closing. It's crazy to me that are currently 10-5 and could mess around and end the season at 12-5 or 11-6 if you want, right? That this team that's defending the title get down by people. I'm like, listen. You don't have to like them. You could say that it's not pretty football. I could co-sign some of that. I get it at times. It doesn't look okay. It don't look good. They still winning, bro. That's the part that get me. Now, Wes, I understand from your perspective. You saying you want to be the guy, then y'all need to be running at all cylinders. I recognize that. But there's some things that are not really in the players' control. Durante has mentioned this plenty of times with the offensive coordinator stuff. Some of that affects, and really, if you think about it, their biggest issue really is the offensive side of the ball. Like that's what really governs how the game goes with them. The defense really, they've shored up some things by the trades and things they made at before the deadline. But really, they more or less as tight as they was last year. They actually a little bit better now if you really think about it. So it just depends on what Philly offense shows up. But I say all that to say, this is a 10-5 team. I wish my team was 10-5. Actually, no, I don't, because we gonna go home in the first round. But if we had some sense that we could do something, I would love to be 10-5. I would love to be 10-5.
Correct. All right. The next couple games we're gonna fly through real quick.
Go Panthers, I guess. I meant to say that too.
We're gonna get to that in a second.
Ooh, I mean, I
Bears
tell you,
beat the Packers in an improbable win with Caleb Williams. Well, first of all,
was
they got an
him and
onside
him.
kick, and then he took him down the field. So there's that. The Saints beat up on the Jets. My team still sucks, but we're gonna move on past that. I don't know who we had at quarterback. It doesn't really matter.
Saints was in practice.
Huh?
You said what?
I don't know. It was probably the bagger from Walmart. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, shoot, can I get some snaps? I mean, shoot, they letting anybody play. I want some snaps.
Yes. I'm sure you.
Plus, I'd like to. When I leave, I'm gonna take a helmet. Don't take it from my paycheck. I'm gonna take a helmet when I go because y'all got some. Depending on what helmet y'all got there, I like some of them helmets y'all got.
Hey, y'all. Hey, the one thing that just got going. The one thing that just got going. The uni's fire.
The unis be tight, boy.
It'll be okay unless we pull back a throwback Titans thing again. But anyway, the Bills had a tight one against the Browns. It probably shouldn't have been, but it was. It was 23-20.
If Stefanski,
I'm ready to fight.
Stefanski. No, which one? Which one's that one? Which coach is the Browns?
I think it's right. Yeah.
Is it Stefanski?
Stefanski.
It's Stefanski and Colts and Stefanski. I hate that shit. Anyway, yeah, fire his ass. I don't give a damn. Fire his ass.
Well, I don't know. His job seems to be protected. He makes dumb decisions, but they keep him anyway.
Wait, I gotta make this clear real quick because apparently I gotta go back and look because somebody said I said Shador was trash. I don't call people. I try not to call people trash because again, these guys are getting paid more than me and got a God-given talent. I just want to reiterate. I never said this man was trash. I just said how things are going in that draft. They're going to teach him a lesson and have him fall all the way down and get pulled in the. I thought third. This man go fifth. I was a little in shock, but I never took away his talent. I said he can play. It's just the fact that his name is carrying. He gonna get treated wrong, and what's happening, and also what's happening with his talent. So I just want to throw that out there too, And plus, I'm in the state, so I can't.
I wouldn't recommend it. The Chargers doubled up on the Cowboys, beat them 34-17. That's the thing. I think the Chiefs had the twin of my quarterback out there throwing, because Gardner Minshew got took out. So the Titans beat down on the Chiefs 26-9. The Bengals beat up on the Dolphins 45-21. Nobody cared about that game anyway.
I cared.
Fantasy or something? Because I don't know why else you care. Good God, that's a terrible game to watch. The Vikings and the Giants is 16-13. JJ McCarthy is made of tissue paper and bubble gum, so he is hurt again.
Yo, Jackson Dart threw 33 yards.
Yeah, that was terrible. That's terrible. Buccaneers lost to the Panthers 23-20. Meredith, you want us to say good job to the Panthers? Sure. Okay.
First, hey, the Panthers are going to probably win their division. That's one. So once a decade now, Meredith, I want to be honest with you. Okay, I appreciate you as a viewer. Y'all gonna make the playoffs, and I'll even hold on, and I'll even give you this. I'll even give you this. Depending on what that matchup look like in that first round. I ain't saying y'all can't stun nobody. Y'all can stun one team. I do believe that. I do. Man, if y'all got to stun a whole lot of people, I mean a whole lot of people, to get to that title game. Now listen, could it be done? Sure. I always say any given Sunday, all it takes is you just got to win the one game. But y'all got to win a lot of one games, okay, to get to that game to play for that Lombardi trophy. Now I will say this. Some of it I felt like now Carolina played good. I'm not to take away from them.
Yeah, facts.
But they did something to turn Baker Mayfield over the last several weeks. Different teams, so it's not even just Carolina.
I don't know what's going on with him, bro.
He turned it back into a pumpkin. Hey Baker, you all right, man?
He was in MVP race. MVP race type of season. Took that injury. I was like, he'll come back and still be all right. And then he just disappeared. I said,
y'all got to think about this. And this is the thing I say about all these games. Remember how the Buccaneers are winning these games. Buccaneers were having to come in at the end of these games, and Baker Mayfield will have to run them down the field for them to win at the end of these games. So they have been world beaters all season. They've been squeaking by. And this is the same thing I say. This is the criticism I have for the other teams that I be talking about. You squeaking by.
Cloak and dagger. I understand, Wes. I get that, but what I'm saying
that's what I just said. All right,
Baker is objectively play, and I know what you're saying about all season, but like like to Durante's point, before the injury, post injury, these are two different Baker Mayfields. Like I don't know if it's because there's a little bit of injury, and then but like some of his decision making, like I can't even put it all on injury. Like I can understand, I'm not trying to get hit a certain way in X, Y, and Z, but sometimes like he's just throwing the ball, and it's just like, Baker, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? So I don't know. I'm with you, Wes. Maybe they weren't world beaters all year, but you look at last season, you look at the game against Philly, right? I know Philly won, but like, okay, Baker made them have to work for it a little bit. It wasn't like they just went out there and just completely obliterated them. I mean, they had to go out there and work. Okay, so like I'm saying, like you go from that to like, okay, lackluster. Y'all got the division almost on lock. Carolina got hot, I guess, at the right time because they kind of struggled out the gate a little bit, but they got hot at the right time. Pick that thing up, started carrying momentum. Because again, if the Bucks beat the Saints, the dynamics and the numbers look different, right? But they couldn't. So it's like that ain't got nothing to do with Carolina. And again, to Carolina's credit, they continue to play competitive football. So it's not like they get down on themselves. They have a bad week, they lose a game. Or they maybe not a bad week, but they have a tough week. Maybe it's a close game. They just lose by possession or something. Okay, They don't get down. They're not too high. They're not too low. So they come back next week and they can play pretty well. There's something to be said about Tampa Bay folding up like a cheap chair. And that's not to take away from Carolina because, again, they come every week to do the work. And then so you have to give them that. But I just sometimes it just seem like Tampa Bay just sometimes don't be prepared. And it's really been the second half of the season. I know Mike Evans was out too also for a period of time during all that. So I recognize all that. But it just – I'm with Durante. It just didn't look right. The second half of the season for them, they never looked right to me. So
right. And the Panthers just playing.
The Panthers just getting by, but that's not the end of there. They're 8-7.
Hey, there's some teams that wish they could get by. I ain't gonna call no teams, but it's just some teams.
I wish we could get by. Good Lord,
it's almost like people hate on that. And we go back and look at these podcasts, and we just have to realize some people just fell short. Like they became a hater, and we just got to figure out when. But it's cool, you just gotta let things go. You gotta pray for people, but don't pray for people because all they want is money because they're greedy. So
we're gonna talk about that later. Anyway, the Jaguars beat the Broncos 34-20. I don't know what's going on with that, but your boy Sunshine was out here slinging that rock. Wanted to run take.
I knew you were coming to me, and you know what I was going to do? I was going to talk good about them, bro. I told y'all. I said I will talk good if they're doing good. Just do me a favor. When you get to actually, you know what? He got more props. You know why? Because he beat your boy, a couple years ago. Came back on him. That's coaching, but still, he beat your boy.
All right. The Falcons beat the Cardinals 26-19.
We gotta talk about that. Keep it going.
We ain't gotta talk about that. In certain teams, we ain't gotta talk about like
ain't gotta talk about
the bottom like 10.
Yeah, no, we definitely moving right along. The Steelers and the Lions had a game, and the final score was 29-24. With some controversial stuff at the end of the game that made things very interesting. Because offensive pass interference and then offensive pass interference, two different calls. One may have been real, but the other one may not have been. So that's not a hit up there. 29-24 was the final score.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
And DK Metcalf might be in trouble. Well, he is in trouble, actually.
Well, that's the story.
He's suspended 2 games.
Well, he's going to try to appeal it, I'm sure, but we'll see.
What?
He can appeal all he wants. I told you, Wes, I told you the league is gonna be like you can send Johnny Cochran, you can send who you want to send in here to pitch this case. I know it's gonna be the ghost of Johnny Cochran. Rest in peace, Johnny Cochran. You can send who you want to send in here to try to push some paper. You can't be listen, and I know that the man might have been saying some stuff sideways to DK. You cannot go into these stands after a fan.
Well,
In the
didn't go into the
NBA,
stands. He just was.
why?
He's just saying, Wes. Damn, stop taking shit so fucking literal.
First off, DK Metcalf is big like a Megazord. He's not even regular human size. The man's so big
really
it don't make sense.
stands,
He didn't have to even jump to snatch the dude's hair or whatever he got him by to pull him down to his level, to his face. The man just reached up. Wes, you know what? It take two of me to do what one DK Metcalf did just to grab a person. Okay, we got to stack up. We got to form up Brant Zord. Okay, DK went over there just one and pull the man down. Now, could he whoop the man's behind? Yes. You know, I told you when we talked about it personally, you got money, DK. You pay somebody at your you pay somebody, you leave the arena to take care of that for you. You leave the stadium. Hey, touch him up for me a little bit. But nevertheless, the league cannot have the visual of players going into the stands. Again, had he interfered with him after he scored or something, and DK for some silly reason jumped into the stands with the Detroit fans, if he interacted with him then and then DK threw a hand or something on, okay, I get it. Then okay, I can understand arbitration. Hey, he's defending himself, he's protecting himself. It's another thing. You stand on the sideline with your helmet off and you walk up to a fan, Wes. The league, they can't have that. So they're gonna hit him with the book. They just
they definitely. I just looked and they did uphold his 2 games.
I told you they were. So. I told you, and I told you before we knew what the games were. I said, Wes, minimum 2 games. Did I tell you that, Wes?
I thought it would be 1, but because where
you going lenient? Okay, Wes, let me hear your logic. So you and I talked about it. What's the logic on 1? And then Devontae, I want your opinion.
I mean, the logic on 1 is you give him a fine, you fine him 1, but because the fan was antagonistic to him in such a way. So I felt like it would be 1. But you know, the league went for 2, which also activated his clause in his. Well, actually, I think it activated it regardless. But he might lose a lot of money.
Okay,
they say my man might, if the Steelers so choose, he might lose a guaranteed $45 million.
Okay, so let me go back. All right, this the thing I want. This the point I want to make. Hold on, but this the point I wanted to make, and I told Wes this. You cannot play with your money. All right, I'll give you an example. Wes and I work in an environment where our business has customers. Okay, all right. Whether it's me or whether it's somebody on my team, we cannot cross certain lines with the customers. We have some things to protect ourselves from the customers a little bit. We can tell the customers X, Y, and Z, right? At the end of the day, they are the customers. Now, this fan, he's abrasive. I get you, Wes. There's a paying fan in the stadium. There's a paying fan in the stadium while he's verbally aggressive, and I'm not defending the actions of what comes out of his mouth. You can't be writing checks that your behind can't cash. I get that. But the problem is you cannot allow in a professional environment, okay, what it is you do for a living, you cannot allow them to bring you to their level, because guess what? The customer really can't get fired. They're a customer. Now, maybe they could get banned or something, depending on what kind of business you run, right? But they can't get fired. You're not paying them. You're not paying them, right? But the problem is you are an employee and your business, your company does pay you. So he's paid by the Steelers, who are part of an antitrust allowed organization that is the National Football League. So the National Football League has an obligation to its paying customer to say, hey, you can't. Now, I get you, Wes, and there are rules where they do toss them out sometimes for certain things. I recognize that. But if that's the case, then they should handle it the appropriate way, reported it to whoever they need to report it to. DK, you cannot play with your money like that. And I recognize, I don't know what that man said to you. So maybe I would have came over there and got up in his face too. But I would hope I would also have a cognizance in the moment. Hey, I can't let one person I'm seeing for, 3 hours, 4 hours today mess up my money. It goes back to your discipline. You're not going to see this cat no more. Now, he spit on me. He throw something at me. I could understand that. I know that's sort of kind of what happened to Ron Artest, but I digress. But if he's not actually physically harming me, I'm like LeBron. Bro, I'm so rich. I could pay for your life and the life of everybody you know and still have cash left over to do what I wanted to do. Like, that's the perfect comeback. But, to put your hand, and I get it, Wes. It's a disrespect thing. put your hands on a man and cost yourself your own money. And you can't look at the league and be like, oh, it's an inside job. They don't want me to get my 45. No.
It's on him. But the thing about it is, I mean, I don't know why the dude was there in the first place, because this is the same dude that apparently was messing with DK last year as well. And supposedly on one of the videos, I was reading this on ESPN's page, the dude was saying that was the goal, folks. So it seemed like he had intentions of coming for DK, and he had intentions for DK last season. And apparently DK reported it last season, and nothing was done about this dude apparently. But you know, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But you know.
Well, again, I just go back to you got to be smarter.
You gotta be smart, but
now he catch him in the street. He catch him where there ain't no cameras. That's a different ballgame. I'm not condoning DK go out there and whoop somebody's behind, but I'm saying you actually still at the game on the job. You still wear the job uniform. Like it'd be different if you called him outside. You got on street clothes, and then you say, "Hey man, listen, you follow me. You know, I'm trying to do the right thing, be a respectful person. Like I recognize I play sports, all that. Like let's just be respectful to one another as gentlemen. If you can't do that, then I might have to whoop your behind out here on these streets. That's one thing. I can't, while I'm on the job, give you the work. Now, if you put your hands on me, that's different. He put his hands on him. Okay, I get it. You to here for trouble. But at some point, like you got to protect yourself. And again, you are the athlete. You are the brand, right? Yeah, that man is popping up randomly. Okay, and the league should handle that. And it's bad that they're not. It says more about the league than it does about DK. But DK, you can't act like you a YN. You got to be a little bit better than that big dog. That's all I'm saying.
Terate, what you got?
I forgot.
You just had your hand up.
ADHD fucking me up. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I mean, also I told y'all something about them Steelers wide receivers, but that's not it.
That's the water in the Steel City. They got to stop drinking the water. You got to live. Hey, you come as a free agent, you a superstar. Live in Ohio. Live in West Virginia. Live in Maryland.
No, what I was gonna say is it's lead by example, because if they would have been like, okay, DK, we get it. He has been, blah blah blah. We just gonna do this, but this probably DK is like DK done gotten some fines and stuff, so they probably like, hey, for you to not bother a fan anymore, here's two of them. I get what you're saying, Wes. I do. I get what you're saying. It's like maybe one game, but I was like, nah, they gonna hit this man with the book. I thought maybe the rest of the year. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, they gonna tell him they don't even come.
They set him for the rest of the regular season. That's exactly what they did.
But they gonna make the playoffs, so he'll be able to play the playoffs at least.
Yeah, but I think the goal was to say. I mean, I think if they had 3 games left, they still would have been like, well, 3 games for the rest of the season. I think that's probably
we don't know that, so can't go off of that. Only thing I can say is there's just not lean by example, but trying to keep, because if they didn't, then you would have had more backlash. So now they gotta look at it like this. But I'm with Brant, because if he already said, hey, this man has been bothering me and the league not doing anything, now it's a double-edged sword, because it's like I get why they did it, but I don't understand why y'all not doing anything to this man. I'm not taking up for the guy for egging him on, but sitting there trolling an NFL player.
You gonna get what you're gonna get, man. Stop running your mouth. But that's not the head of that. You come here and talk about my mama, man. I got something for you. But that's not the head of that.
DK should have hit him with a bucket.
Hey, he didn't hit him. He pushed him. He grabbed him and pushed him. So he could say, "Hey, he didn't hit him."
Wes.
I know what you're saying.
I had to imagine DK Metcalf's grip. It's got to be like the hammer of dawn in your shirt. Like I feel like
he just grabbed the shirt, man. He didn't grab the body, so he was fine. Dude was fine. He ain't harming.
DK got more strength in that one hand. That man got in his whole entire body.
Yeah, that's true. Because dude look like never mind. Anyway, continuing on this list real quick. Game that nobody. It was a thing. I thought the Raiders were gonna beat the Texans, but anyway, the Texans beat the Raiders 23-21. Yeah, that was a thing. The Patriots beat the Ravens because the Ravens this season. And then finally, well, we already talked about this. The 49ers beat the Colts. That is your NFL recap. Shout out to all the winners of this week. Keep working on that. The losers of this week, I suppose. Shout out to everybody that played. And y'all got anything else y'all want to say about these games before we move on? Slide on past all this.
Oh, well, yeah, I got one. I just want to close it with this. Steelers ain't got but 3 games left anyway.
Oh, because playoffs and who they gonna play.
Well, it don't matter who they play. Mike Tomlin, since since his quarterback, his starting quarterback now, since he beat him in the Super Bowl, Mike Tomlin can't get out the first round. That's not my business. Well, let's move on.
Well, yeah, it'd be like that. Thank you. But anyways, all right, y'all. Well, we done our little sports recap and got caught in that a little bit. So we're gonna go through a couple things, talk about a couple things. Real quick, Durante was talking about money earlier. There is a video going around that is going viral. That's I think been out for a little while, but it's going viral and going around right now. Brent, there was another pass in these streets. And it looked like he had a QR code that people had up on the screen that could possibly they scan to donate money. But that's not here nor there. He told his congregation that God would make them a multimillionaire if they donated $1,000. But you know,
he still got a church?
They always do. What you mean?
God, stop this mother of some
Nah. Hey, Durante. Okay, Lord, listen. Let me help Durante because Durante, right? He is what he want to call him. Lord, listen. We need some help because we got some people out here. But you know what? Hey, but Wes, hold on. I'm gonna give it to you like this.
Let me remix it.
Hold on. I'm gonna give it to you like this. And listen. I'm not condoning the action because that's terrible. You know how I feel about that. You know, if I say they pimp the people, okay? I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you got to go home. If you're a Christian, you need to open up your Bible in your house. Don't just let the people that talk to you in church or who you watch on television or YouTube or Instagram or wherever you consume people sharing, the Bible with you. Go home and read it for yourself. Understand it for yourself. If you lack that understanding, pray, ask God to give you some understanding. One, because he told us that sometimes that we were going to run into people that say that they were sent by him and they were not. They're going to be wolves in sheep's clothing. So we knew that this was going to come. That's one. But two, so if you read, then you don't have to fall into the trap. You could be wise and say, this is foolish and I'm not going to participate. But secondarily, in a time, well, first off, anytime you try to run people's pockets, that's crazy. Y'all know how I feel about that. But secondarily, at this particular time of year, in a rough economic year for many people,
I will say this: I don't think it was right now. I just think it's going viral right now. I think this happened a little while back in the spring, possibly. I think.
Okay, Wes, this whole year been trash. I don't care when it was this year.
I don't disagree with you on that.
It's been on fire for a while. I can't say dates because we get weird stuff happening on people's YouTube. But just know it was a certain point in time, and after that certain point in time, everything went to hell in a handbag. Okay, now that being said and out the way, economically, we know people were struggling, continue to struggle.
Mm-hmm.
It is absurd to me to ask. Now, if somebody had $1,000 they wanted to give, that's cool. If they got it in their heart, they feel like they want to donate that, then that's cool. I'm not telling nobody if you got it and you could do it and it ain't, that's cool. And even if you ain't got it like that, but for some reason you felt this overwhelming urge to just donate, that's your business. That's between you and yourself. And you are making the decision without any outside influence, maybe other than your relationship with the man upstairs, right? Or if you're married or whatever, you and your partner. Okay. I don't understand the people that lead these people. Trying to run to people's pockets.
Wow.
Because number one, I'm gonna say it like this. If you running a business, and I'm not saying church should be a business. I absolutely abhor the idea that church should be ran as a business, right? But if you gonna be a crook and a criminal, at least crook and criminal the right way. You need your people that bring money to keep coming back. So you can't keep running pockets. Now, you can run pockets in a nuanced kind of way, but you do it on a lower level. Why? Because it doesn't lead to mental and financial fatigue. The more you fatigue people, the more people bail on you. Now, I hate the fact that I'm giving a masterclass on how to be criminals in the church, but I'm saying if you're going to do it, there's a way to do it. and you're going about it all the wrong way. This is why Joel Osteen is out earning y'all fools. And I don't like him, but I'm here to tell y'all this is what they do. Joel Osteen is positive. Joel Osteen absolutely still got a church.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, if that was your end goal, and that's terrible, you shouldn't do that. Y'all all know at least be smart enough to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? But that's beside the point. You should not do it. It's terrible to put other human beings at a disadvantage. You make people feel some type of way. And the end goal of the church is what we would say is the hospital. This is where the sick come in. These not the sick necessarily of physical ailments, although those are welcome too, but the sick in spirit. These are people who are broken, who need some direction in their life, all right? And they're looking for something to heal them. Well, we're going to give them the best salve that there is. It's supposed to be Jesus, not you propping up the pimp-like pastor so he can drive fancy cars, not you propping up the church so that everybody in the pastor's family can be on the payroll. That's not the end goal. The end goal is to help people. Well, the first goal is to bring people to Jesus, all right? If that's what we're going to do as a church, we're bringing people to Jesus so they can meet him, have a relationship with him. And then the second goal is to help the community we live in, because we are a community, a fellowship of brothers and sisters. We're one human race, one human family. God made all of us. And so we're supposed to try our best to kind of help take care of each other and be that centerpiece in a community where we look out for one another. That's what it is. So if you want to donate to a church, your church should be doing that. And I know I think somebody said before that their church had a benevolence fund. And so, okay, your church is giving back. If they're giving clothes and feeding people when they're hungry and doing ministries in the jail where they're taking things to the folks that are incarcerated, they're trying to do work in their community to make things better. And that's one thing. Yeah. It's another thing to be like, oh, give me $1,000. We in this nice big church, but don't worry about that. Give me $1,000 because, I'm telling y'all that's what God said. And then you prey upon poor people. I hate to say it this way, or people who are disadvantaged, because a multimillionaire, you think to yourself, for people who don't have a lot, they seem to believe that money is going to solve all their problems because they've never had an abundance of money. And so the idea, it's almost like lottery, but church. And that's crazy.
That's nasty. That's nasty work.
Exactly what he said. Now, Brandon, they want $1,000. They said $10,000. Give me 10. Now, Brandon, because I know you got knowledge on the subject. I just want to make sure I was right, because I told Durante they never lose their church. They always keep their churches. Creflo Dollar still got his church too?
Yes.
Yeah. See, Durante, they don't ever lose their churches. He just told me Joe Osteen's still in business. And people don't lose their churches. They just keep on keeping on.
Right there, that.
And Creflo said he need a rocket so that he could take the word to space. He need the people to fund it so he can get his rocket. And I guess SpaceX is gonna build it, so he gonna give all that money to Elon. So yeah, and think about that. Man still got a church. So brother man that's said, hey, give me 10,000 and the Lord gonna bless you to be a multi-millionaire. Look, that's wild to me. I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna start putting my QR code up on the screen, because some of these people, what I'm saying, they just not taking care of y'all.
We're not gonna let you listen. I know that Durante say you a villain. Durante say you a villain.
He is. Ain't no fucking way, bro. He is. There's no bro. No.
I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you the Lord bring you nothing. But if you feeling charitable, I will accept all your blessings.
No, he don't even give a damn. Like it's in front of y'all and y'all letting it happen. Hey, can't keep doing this, man.
Hold on. Let me give y'all an alternative to Wesley's statement. While it would be nice if you donate to Wesley or to the podcast, which would also be different and might be slightly self-serving for me.
I'm gonna make a podcast when y'all donate to that. Wesley getting the piece of it.
Y'all can send it to me and we can distribute it amongst the podcast hosts. We can do that.
Well, we just gonna get better infrastructure first. We can't get no paychecks till we get. That's not here nor there, Wes. We'll talk about that later. Listen,
actually, okay. I got us on a pretty decent infrastructure. We be okay.
I know, but we could get us. We can hire staff, Wes.
I need an editor. That's what I need, because I can't edit videos. I suck.
We could hire staff. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah. That's what we need.
Yeah. Okay, but that's beside the point, ladies and gentlemen. I would encourage you, if you cannot give monetarily to the podcast or to Wesley, I've said podcast first, or to Wesley, you can pray for all of us, and we'll accept it. I know Wes told y'all that, but if y'all go pray, y'all are praying, the right kind of way that you should be praying. We all could, and listen, we'll pray for y'all too. I mean, I can't speak for Wes. I'll pray for y'all. I'll speak for myself. I pray for y'all. I hope all of you are doing well. It is Christmas, obviously, but even if it wasn't Christmas, I still want all of you to do well. And whatever you got going on, as long as you're not doing criminal activity, hurting people, I want you to be well and be blessed. Now, that being
Brandon's
said,
gonna
that don't
lift
cost
y'all
you
in
nothing.
prayer for sure. Because you don't want me to pray. Brandon gonna lift y'all up in prayer. He got you.
Well, what's looking for y'all's dimes and nickels. I listen. I just want y'all to be well. But that being said, that being said, if you know, I mean, that's better than donating to the people that don't care about you.
That's all I'm saying. Is people don't care about
but
you.
But at the end of the day, yes, I think it's horrible, and I couldn't imagine.
Brand, we hear every week, just like the charlatans of the church that are trying to take their money, because you got the real ones, you got the real pastors and all that stuff, but you got the other ones that are only there for you on Sunday to collect your money, and we here for you every Tuesday to talk with you and give you laughs and fun. Hey, anyway, that's not here nor there. Durante, you what you want to say?
Nah, I'm done with you.
Don't be done with me, man. I just be out here in these streets, man. I just
Batman.
I'm trying. I mean, the next step is just to lay hands on the man and pray for Wesley. My hands are now on you. Okay, don't get out of pocket any further.
Hey, I'll just deliver y'all the stories that are out here on the internet, man. The man was out here saying $10,000 and the Lord gonna bless you to be a multimillionaire, but give me your 10,000 first, because we need to hit the church. And like I said, I can't be sure about the QR code that was up there on the back of the screen, but there's a QR. Durante, if you want to look at your phone and mute yourself, I sent you the video. Durante, Brand, I can send it to you because I didn't send it to you. But I'm telling y'all, this is a thing that happened. I'm not making this up at all. I got you, Brand. I got you.
All right. It just is mind-boggling to me.
Kelvin sent it to me, by the way. I didn't find this on my own. Kelvin made me see this one. Shout out to Kelvin.
Oh, well, you failed to mention. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's some other key pieces of information here that just show you more about the charlatan. A pastor wearing Louis Vuitton tells let me, and this makes my lottery analogy. See, I hadn't seen this. This makes my lottery analogy even worse and more on point. That God will make one, a single solitary person.
Oh, I left that part out.
A multimillionaire.
If they
give 10K. Oh, and let me tell y'all one more thing. In 90 seconds. So you got a minute and a half to, and I don't even know how this would work, because I mean, most people don't have 10K laying around. We understood that during COVID. We learned, which we already suspected, but now we know. Most people are living paycheck to paycheck. There's a small subset of people who are saving and doing. Listen, I don't know that he could took 4 people in that church and they might not come up with 10K in 90 seconds, Wes.
Brent, some of these churches got ATMs in them, man. They out here just. I'm just here to let you know, some of these churches just collect paper. They said, hey, you want to put something in the plate and you forgot, you forgot when you was coming in, you was in a rush, but you got your card, right? Hey, run out there to the ATM real quick. Put your money in the basket.
But if they got the ATM, why not just run it themselves? That's you know what? That's a discussion for another day. I'm not gonna touch that one.
Durante, what you got for me, man?
In this video, who in their right mind said amen to this mother having the audacity to say, give me 10,000? Who, like, man, who? What? God, I know God will say things to people.
He said, hey, nobody said that to him. Ain't no God, ain't no Jesus. Nobody said that. Hey, we gonna pick one of them people in your congregation.
I don't think God is God, you are all giving God. I'm telling you, like, pray, stay prayed up.
Hey, Brent, how many services do you think this man had?
Nobody is listening to me.
First off, I'm listening to you. Go ahead, Durante.
I don't think y'all understand. This man need to be shot in the toe. There's no way he out here. God, I shouldn't say that, but there's no way he mixing his own he didn't fix this. This gotta be AI. Ain't nobody up there fixing their lips to lie in the church.
They do it all the time.
Durante, I got you one worse than that, and I'm gonna say this as a short person.
I hate my
Sir, you are not tall enough to tell a lie this weekend. You are not tall. They did the side cut where they shot across the pool pit, and I seen that the podium and him was about the same height. He just barely making it over. And I looked at that and I said, "Hey man, you and I real close in stature, bro. You're not tall." First off, no one should tell a lie in God's house. No one should tell a lie, period, but certainly not in God's house. Certainly not at the expense of using God against the people. But more importantly, you're not tall enough. And then he gonna say he gave an indescript amount of time. It wasn't like he was, hey, I was speaking and the Lord spoke to me up here and said, there's somebody physically in this building today that has $10,000 that they want to sow into something. Okay, that's not better, but at least it's a specific. We give him specificity. This man was like, once upon a time in College Park. The Lord spoke to me and said, one day he wants to make somebody a multimillionaire. Well, we get multimillionaires all the time, sir. He'd be making them all the time. I don't, but they got to sow $10,000. Oh, so in order, so the gateway to wealth, okay, using God, who our material wealth is absolutely nothing to, okay. He's going to give us the hot tip. We got the connection. We got the plug. 10K
investment today.
Get you in, get you a shot. Now, hey, I can't guarantee you that you're gonna be the multimillionaire. However, 10K get you a seat at the table potentially.
He said, I wish it could be me. So, the way you going, I think that's what you're trying to do.
You know, Wes, we talk about this. I'm gonna say this is another story I seen this week with a particular pastor named Mike Todd Jr. Okay, Angel Reese asked Mike Todd Jr. So this is a sports reference. Okay. She said, if you could have $10 trillion or 10 minutes with Jesus,
10 minutes with Jesus,
at 10 minutes face to face. She didn't say like you're praying because we could have them 10 minutes for free 99. He didn't already paid.
You got him in your face. You know,
10 minutes. We seeing him. Okay.
We can ask him and talk. He's gonna talk back.
Pastor Mike Todd Jr., what would you do? Pastor Mike Todd Jr. said, I'm gonna take the 10 trillion. I'm gonna give the Lord. Hold on, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna tell you what my response was. I'm gonna give the Lord the 10. I'm gonna give the Lord the 10% that's due him. So the Lord get $1 trillion. And mind you, he don't need the money, but okay, let's go with it. Okay, he gonna give him $1 trillion. And I immediately, just in my heart, I looked at my wife and I said, listen, I don't understand what's wrong with these people. Kurt Franklin has a song, and I mean they sung it in other ways, and it's not just a Kurt Franklin thing, but silver and gold, right? So the silver and gold. I would rather have Jesus than silver and gold. No fame or no fortune, no riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. And I said, Mike Todd, you lead people. Your whole profession, your alleged profession, is to bring people to him because you believe that they need him, right? Because allegedly you got him, right? And $10 trillion. You know, I could understand how Judas sold Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. Because if you got somebody that is the recipient of the sacrifice, right? Knowing the story, knowing all the stuff that happened between then and now, all the history that's transpired, to be like, hey, yeah, $10 trillion. Why talk to Jesus for 10 minutes? I could, you know.
I'm gonna give him his 10% of money that he American money that he doesn't value in anyway. Okay, that's cool right there. See, I'm trying to and people out here wow. So interesting. I ain't heard about this man.
Yeah, this is a thing. She had him on like a podcast joint, and she asked him that question.
She got a podcast, but I don't really watch it like that. I mean, no offense to Angel Reese, but I can't listen to her talk for 10 minutes.
Well, we both making the same money, Wes, just different ways doing the math.
Y'all terrible.
I'm just no offense to Angel Reese. Like I said, no offense to her. She do her thing, but she never mind. Anyway, that's not a here nor there. Just no. Anyways, Uh, so it's Christmas time, y'all. We're gonna close out on a couple Christmas questions.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think we talked about this in the past. If we did, forgive me. Tell me we did, and we won't ask the question. We'll move on. But what is your best Christmas memory?
We did.
We did.
Hmm.
Okay, Brent, we did. Or you don't remember?
I don't remember,
Okay.
but I got one in mind if we're gonna talk
Oh
about it.
no,
But
you know what? It was gift.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's why I
okay,
scratched that one out
My
of my
bad,
memory.
sir. I
But I
apologize.
mean, like I said, I couldn't remember, so I wasn't sure. So I had both here because I wasn't sure which one we had done.
My
okay.
So I
apologies.
guess my phone in my notes. But yeah, what's your best Christmas memory if you got one?
Durante, I'm gonna let you go first because mine is gonna wax poetic, unnecessary, and some people may say corny. So I'll let you go first.
I have no clue.
Okay, well, my best Christmas memory, I would say, is just waking up and presenting my gifts. It's particularly to my mom and her actually enjoying them in such a way.
I was,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
I
Okay.
your presenting had a joke, and then when you said your mom, I let it live because I was about to get you. I was like, "What this man just say to
I,
me?" At the age of 8, talking about so I presented my.
Well, so it's something about taking your money that you getting out here in these streets
No,
and
that makes
going
sense. I didn't make fun of you.
and buying gifts. And the thing is, I mean, these were things where you got a little money and you're buying stuff from the little book sale fair thing they have in the school and whatnot. Because they do a little thing. They used to do a little thing around Christmas where you could take your money and buy some gifts and stuff for your peoples if you wanted to. Yeah, you start there, and yeah. That's me out here in these streets. But anyway,
okay. Okay. Well, Wes that's tough, Wes, and I'm on the heartstrings too. So I'm gonna tell y'all my favorite one. Now mine is more self-serving than Wes. Wes is out here doing nice things. I mean, mine's nice too, but it's just this is it's a special place because of Wes's mom. So I can feel that.
I mean, I don't
Um,
want to say it, just be self-serving heartstrings. It's just a thing, you know what I'm saying? I know what you
Oh
mean.
no, I got you. No, I know. My place went to a hard place too. So my favorite Christmas memory is probably the first Christmas with me and Holly. So this is like so we weren't married yet. We were still dating. I guess we were on our way to getting engaged. That first holiday season, like I give you an example. Today, Holly's working and I'm off, but I'm doing odds and ends, and I'm on my way back home, and Christmas music is playing in the vehicle. And momentarily, I go down memory lane. I go back to that's the one Christmas I always go back to, the first one, the very first one, because I couldn't explain. It would be difficult for 35-year-old me. Like if I could get in a time machine, go back, look at me then, almost 20 years ago, and be like, "Hey, man, like as amazing as you think it is right now, and it is absolutely amazing. You got all this other time. You're gonna have all these other Christmases between then and then." And so, but it's the beginning, right? It's like the genesis of it. And so, like, it's weird. I was a song I was listening to. Like, I love my wife every day, but there's something about Christmas time. It's like, oh, okay, girl, I always love you, and like it grows and it's better than it was the day before. But like Christmas time, it just pull. And so I always go back to the first one because that's as close to young love. That's as close to is the pure power of love amplified over 20 years. That first one, take that in a microcosm, and that's sort of been what I is every day like that. No, but like if I had to summarize the whole experience, that first Christmas, that's it.
Branta Claus with the memories out here in these streets. All right, Durante, how you gonna follow that one?
I can't. I
Hey,
can't. It is. I mean, I like what you said. Was not trying to copy yours because I can't think of anything. But yeah, giving a gift to your mom and she loves. You know what I mean, just seeing her face. Um, memory. I mean, having My first time, I think I told everybody I was in a boys' home. My first time going to the Christmas party where we had a party where these this family or biker family would sponsor one of us, and first time I've gotten so many different things and
You
so
got
many
gifted
different
down, huh?
yeah gifted down, and I was like, oh wow, y'all look out, you know what I mean? And at the age you're like, oh, okay, but I mean, yeah, that, but definitely hanging with giving mom something that she needs and not just something that you think she needs. It's like you listen, like for instance, her favorite gift is this mailbox I got her. Like she needed a mailbox so bad, but it was like her favorite gift because she's like, I needed it so bad, like this old metal mailbox that she had since I was like 8. And then finally I found one that was like a double side, so she ain't got to walk in the street. She can just open the back one up.
Mm-hmm.
Still her
Oh,
favorite gift
nice.
to this day. So
Nice.
it's just good to see her face and happy about it.
One
But
other memory that I have is I don't know, it's something about well, y'all know I got a thing for lights. So this is really one of the reasons why I got a thing for lights. Is like
I heard that
going
wrong.
through and like messing around, putting the Christmas tree together with my mom's and setting up these lights that she had. So she had these lights that play music and they would dim and blink to the music and all this stuff. And like to me, these are the coolest lights ever, and I didn't see them anywhere else. And I would always enjoy putting the tree together. At one point in time, like we were official with it, so we had like a little train that went around the tree, and we did that, put that together. Because I was telling you about the Lionel trains earlier, Brent. Well, we had that. Like I said, they had little smoke and stuff, but you put that together, the track, and put it around the tree and stuff. Yeah, I think that's actually definitely one of my definite memories because I actually went out and I had to go to Etsy, but I went out and got these same. I don't even use them. I just wanted them, so I went out and got these same lights that she had.
Oh
Um,
wow.
and now I own them again because I don't know what happened to hers, but I wanted to have those lights. So I went on Etsy and went on a search. I found them, got them, and I own them. Like I said, they stay stringed up. I don't even take them out because I don't want to mess them up. But yeah,
Nice.
that's a thing.
Okay. Now that's tough, Wes. I am glad. It is interesting the way that we look at because a lot of times, right? People think Christmas and they think about all the stuff we give one another, right? Like as you were telling that story, I thought about my mom and through the various years and things, I mean, obviously, so for those of you that don't know, my dad died when I was 8. And so for a while it was just my mom, like after a while. And but like always feeling like up to the moment that the magic goes away, right? Like you always think it's about the gifts, but like as an adult, like I look back and I think about all the heart, like the fact that she sacrificed to do these things. And it's funny, all of the stories that we've told, if you go back and listen to them, it's not the money, it's the care, like the joy you had with your mom decorating the tree, the coolness of a music box. I mean, you are a music head to a T. You love music, and then it's light, so it's electronics. So that's a thing. That's something else you have it. And then you and her were able to bond over that, and it became like what the kids call it now, core memory for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that is a beautiful moment because it's not something that was about the money. It was about the time and what was happening and just enjoying being with the people you love, right? And like to Durante's point, Durante, he's talking about his experience. Durante did get some, but it's for him, it's like the first time like feeling like, hey, these things that we see on TV someone could lavish me with something like I am worthy too, right? Like Durante, am I off on it? Like it just felt like finally you were seen. Like you didn't feel like that. That's a different thing. It wasn't really about the gifts. It was the fact that Durante, hey, people care about me, bro. Like
Yeah, that's what it
people see
was.
me. And I think like if ladies and gentlemen, if you could take nothing else from the holidays, and I even joked a little bit with my sister, but although I am very serious, she was to ask me what I wanted for Christmas. I told her, listen, and I got a new nephew, so shout out to Kingston. But I told her, I said, hey, listen, I would just be glad to see the day, to spend the day with y'all. I don't need anything. I mean, I'm not rich by any stretch of imagination, but it's all of the things that you could have for the most part. I already got those things. So I don't need trinkets and things. Look at behind me. I got plenty of random stuff here. But it's just being with them, right? And now we got a new little one, so there's new memories to be made there. And so for him, he's gonna get the joy of experiencing as he grows up his own core moments. And so it's kind of a neat thing to kind of witness from my perspective. But I love the fact that so folks listening, take time sometimes to just slow down in the moments during Christmas. I know sometimes commercialism got us thinking we got to buy each other's lives. And I'm not saying it's not wrong to buy things. Certainly it is, or make things or whatever you do. But take a moment and appreciate the moment that you're living in with the people you love. We never know when these moments may no longer be able to be made. So we don't know when our last shot at making a moment is. And that goes both ways, whether we're the person departing or someone else. But take that time and live in that moment. I know we live in a day and age now with cell phones and social media and all this other noise. But take a moment and live in the moment this holiday season with your loved ones.
I'm a much better gift giver than I am a gift receiver. I'm real good about giving gifts. I ain't the best one about receiving gifts. But as I stated before, if y'all want to send me some money, I'll receive.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be petty. If you don't send the man money, send him all the Woodstock paraphernalia you can get your hands on. Send it to her. If you need his address, I'll let you get mine. You can send it to me. I'll deliver it to him. All right.
Yeah. Patriots stuff. Definitely Bills. Definitely get him some Bills stuff. A Josh Allen jersey. Yeah, let's knock that out. Get him, as a matter of fact, get him a Jordan jersey. Get him a Jordan jersey.
I mean, that's fine.
LeBron the GOAT.
I mean, that's fine. He on the wall. So
LeBron is the GOAT, but also Jordan is the GOAT, so it's okay. The GOATs.
Get him a Draymond jersey. All right. Look,
now that's a problem. That's a problem.
That's the 23 I don't want. That's the 23 I don't want to see.
Yeah, I sparked the nerve, huh? No, just piggyback on what Brent said real quick. I just think we lost what Christmas really is, and that's why I get dry. Like, I get over it so quick with Christmas because everybody's trying to get the best gift and spend the most money, and it's for the kids, man. Like, just do it for the kids. If you get something cool, if not, thank God for another day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was telling my mom, she was like, so what do you want, Mom? I don't know. Give me this. And I said to her something. I mean, just give me a hoodie. I'm grateful for just seeing another day. I'm more of like, let me get something for my mom with what she need than me. Like Wes said, I'd rather give you something than, but it's more just the fact that now it's like, yeah, I got my girl a 72-inch TV. Like, oh, cool, bro. Did y'all really need that? I mean, she said she wanted it, bro. Y'all got 3 of them. So it's just at this point, you trying to compete, all this. I ain't, bro. Just do it for the kids. If you go all out for your kids, I appreciate that more than you trying to, spend your last paycheck on a cousin that you only see once a year. Just being real. That sounds bad, but I'm just being real about it. I mean, I'm just being real. So.
Well, shout out to all the people and Merry Christmas to all y'all. We're gonna go ahead on and slide on up out of here. Yes. With that being said, sir, Brent, I know that the shop is closed at this time, but Brent has the big dog up, so we're gonna go ahead and bring the big dog up.
My bad, Wes. I know I audible. I could have just went with it. I was gonna go with it.
Brent got the big dog up. So yeah, y'all be sure to shop Big Dogs Only. Check out the big dog. I don't think he has anything special for Christmas. He ain't told us about it. But y'all be sure to check in with him. Scan the QR code. You may see some discounts on the site. But yeah, slide on over and check out the big dog and whatnot. And then also real quick, Ricky said while we in this phase, I just want to put what Ricky said. He said that's that DG effect, shipping out Christmas stuff in July. Yeah. They started sending out Christmas stuff real early.
Yes, man. God, Christmas
Every
stuff
year
come
it's
out like
earlier.
August. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. But yeah, y'all be sure to check out the Big Dog. It was
Halloween
getting
stuff in
cold, but
February.
apparently it's gonna be about 70 degrees on Christmas. So I don't know what that's about. But
Bro, it was 51 today. It's supposed to be, I think, 60 or more.
bro, it's supposed to be
I
70 about Christmas. It's gonna be like 66, 60 some day before or tomorrow, I guess. It's gonna be like 68.
We hit 65 today because that's what the thermostat in the car said while I was out during the day. I was like, darn, it's 65.
I saw somebody else's. I ain't that lucky. Yeah, 43 tomorrow, 47 on Thursday.
Oh, okay. Well, you got some coldness up there. Well, up down here it's gonna be about 70. So I get you coming down or no? No, I guess you coming down?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you said you had to work next day, so I figured that might be a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be warm down here, man. A little warm. But yeah, y'all be sure to check out the Big Dog, as I said before, and then get your hands. The shop is currently closed, but I guess y'all can put orders in for the new year.
I mean, technically the shop isn't exactly closed. So first off, thank y'all for a wonderful 2025. Y'all have kept us busy this year. We actually had a job that we're still working on. We're about 2/3 of the way through. Or I guess halfway. I got an additional order earlier this evening. But we got a little hoodies thing. So y'all will see some hoodies come out on the social medias here in the next couple days probably. But anyway, you still have time potentially to get your items created, get your customer going. It's a very short window of time, so be mindful of the context of which you need things by. But
Yeah.
more importantly, we can plan events. And New Year's, we do have a little week out between now and then, so there's still time to get on the docket for that. And of course, as we go into 2026, which we hope is a prosperous new year for not only us but for all of you listening and watching. If you have events planned or things you need planned next year, things you need help with, consultation on, whatever the case may be, holler at us at Gifted Hands. The proprietor of the business can definitely make your dreams become a reality. As a side option, you also get me as the staff. Most of the time I come along, so if you enjoy the show, you get me, and maybe I give you a little entertainment while there. Who knows? But definitely check us out. QR code is on the screen. If you're listening and not watching, at Gifted Hands 08 on Instagram. The link to our website is in the bio. So definitely let us know what we can do to help you out. And shout out to our large hoodie order. So we came in with a neat hoodie. And again, there'll be a post here in just a little bit about that. But we appreciate all the love this year. And y'all have a happy, safe, and a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, and happy Kwanzaa for those that celebrate.
And Durante, the Lakers are getting beat down by the Suns currently. Quite unfortunate.
It's so random. Why you call my name?
Well, I was thinking like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Chris Paul, Lakers in 5. They ain't looking good, right?
Oh, none of them niggas in 5. Y'all be safe. Man. Be good. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Hold your loved ones close. All right. Because I ain't even get to it. But yeah, just hold your loved ones close. All right. What was I about to say? Oh, brush your teeth too. And wash your ass. All right. Don't be around family smelling like yesterday's funk, last Tuesday's funk, any type of funk. All right. Take a shower. All right. Grandma, she will, if she lost her sense of smell, if you ain't take a shower, she gonna get it back. All right. You ain't take a shower in 2 weeks. You out here smelling like who done did it and molded laundry. I need y'all to do better. All right.
You come back, she's gonna tell you about yourself. And that's not something you want. But
like if her nose just start bleeding for no reason, it ain't. Nah, it's you. All right, it's you.
That's a whole other problem. Funny story about toothbrushes and brushing teeth. Right? I was brushing my teeth the other day, and my toothbrush just like random. It just cracked in the middle and fell apart in my mouth. I'm like, come on, son, what's this? I had half a toothbrush. I had half a toothbrush and bristles in my mouth. I'm like, what is going on here, man? It was outrageous. It's crazy. Can't make this
I have some additional questions, but I know we're trying to wrap the show, so I'm gonna have to say them for the post show for the folks that could join us over on the people's or Twitch. Is it Twitch that we're on after the
TikTok.
show?
Yeah, jump on over TikTok.
Oh,
Jump
over TikTok for the after show. I'm going to ask them investigative questions, but we ain't got time right now.
All right, y'all. We don't sign off of here. So for the Twitch people, which I hope that's working now, but I don't know because they're out there and said I haven't looked. But YouTube and Twitch, we out. TikTok, yeah, we over there now. So all right, we appreciate y'all. Please like, share, subscribe, and do all those things. Merry Christmas to you. We'll catch y'all on the other side of Christmas. So we'll see you.
Hey, save me some eggnog and cookies. I'll be at y'all's house later.